The skyscraper designed to withstand a nuclear blast. In the middle of Manhattan's bright skyline stands a cold, silent giant. No windows, no signs, just concrete rising 29 stories into the sky. Built during the Cold War, this skyscraper was designed to survive a nuclear blast and secretly shelter over 1,000 people for 2 weeks. But why would a telephone building need to be that indestructible? From 1974 to 1999, this tower handled 175 million long-distance calls a day, acting like the beating heart of America's phone network. But behind its fortress walls, rumors swirled. Some said it wasn't just built for calls, but for secrets, surveillance, and survival. The building that doesn't want to be seen. This building has been around since 1974, and it was born out of one of the tensest times in modern history, the Cold War. Back then, the fear of a nuclear attack wasn't some far-off nightmare. It was a very real possibility. So when this place was being designed, the idea wasn't just to create another corporate tower. It was to build something that could survive the unthinkable. And they did. The Long Lines building was engineered to withstand a nuclear blast.
Let's look at the building. It's got no windows. It looks like something from a space movie.
It doesn't look like an office or anything welcoming. It gives off more of a fortress or bunker vibe. There are no windows, none at all. Just a few ventilation openings on the sides, and that's it. It's as if the entire structure is trying to keep the outside world out. Or maybe it's hiding something within. Either way, the place screams secrecy. What was it used for?
We can now solve the mystery, or at least part of it. Turns out the building is owned by AT&T, and it doesn't have any windows for a reason.
So here's where things get even more interesting. That mysterious, windowless skyscraper in New York, it wasn't just sitting there looking creepy for no reason. From 1974 to 1999, it had a pretty important job. It was AT&T's main telephone switchboard hub for long-distance calls. That might not sound super exciting at first, but once you understand what that means, it's kind of mind-blowing. Back in the day, before smartphones, Wi-Fi, and instant messaging, making a long-distance phone call wasn't as simple as pressing a button. It required a whole network of switches and machines working together behind the scenes, and the Long Lines building was at the heart of it all. This building was the brain of AT&T's long-distance telephone system. It handled an unbelievable volume of calls, around 175 million every single day. Just imagine that for a second. Millions of people from all over the country were having conversations with friends, family, and business partners, and all those voices were being routed through this one fortress-like building in Manhattan. Built like a bunker. When you really think about it, the Long Lines building isn't just strong. It's built to survive the worst-case scenario. I'm talking about full-blown nuclear war. This thing wasn't made to be just another office tower or communication center. It was designed like a fortress, ready to take on disasters that would level almost everything else around it. While other buildings focus on style or skyline views, this one was built for survival.
It was designed to be protected even from nuclear fallout, with enough supply stockpile that 1,500 people could survive inside for a period of up to 2 weeks.
During the Cold War, the fear of a nuclear attack was very real. So the people who designed this skyscraper weren't taking any chances. They made sure the structure could not only take the impact of a nuclear blast, but also shield the people inside from the deadly aftermath of radiation, fallout, and everything that comes with it. It's like someone said, how do we make a skyscraper that could double as a bunker? And then actually went ahead and did it. What's even crazier is the idea that this building could function as a full-on shelter if disaster ever struck. According to reports, it was stocked with enough food, water, and fuel to support about 1,500 people for 2 weeks. That means if something terrible happened outside, nuclear explosion, a natural disaster, or anything that made the city unlivable, this building could keep people safe and alive inside, completely sealed off from the outside world. Why no windows though? One of the first things people notice about the Long Lines building is how strange it looks, especially with 0 windows. I mean, how often do you see a skyscraper without a single one? It almost feels like the building is trying to hide something or keep everyone out. But the real reason behind this unusual design is pretty practical. It all comes down to temperature control and safety.
A skyscraper in the middle of New York City that can withstand a nuclear attack.
Back when this place was running as a telephone switchboard hub, it was packed with massive amounts of electrical equipment and machinery. All that tech generated a ton of heat, and if that heat wasn't managed properly, it could have caused serious problems like system failures or fires. By building the structure without windows, the designers made it easy to maintain a stable indoor temperature. No sunlight pouring in, no unpredictable weather heating the place, just a tightly controlled environment where machines could operate efficiently. To keep the air flowing and the temperatures in check, they added huge ventilation systems. You can see the massive air vents on the sides and near the top of the building. These aren't just some random features. They're essential to making sure the equipment doesn't overheat. It's almost like the entire skyscraper was built as one big industrial-strength air conditioner. Not glamorous, but extremely smart. The anime comparison you didn't know you needed. If you've ever watched One Punch Man, then you'll probably get a strange sense of deja vu when you look at the Long Lines building. It looks eerily similar to the Hero Association headquarters from the anime. And I'm not just talking about the size or shape. I'm talking about the whole vibe. That massive windowless structure sitting in the middle of a city like it's ready for anything, it's pretty much the real-life version of the Hero HQ. In the show, the Hero Association's building is designed to survive huge monster attacks and disasters. It's not built for style or comfort. It's built like a bunker, strong enough to withstand pretty much anything the world throws at it. That's exactly what the Long Lines building feels like. It's tall, it's solid, and it has that same intimidating energy. You look at it and think, yeah, that place could take a direct hit and still be standing. There's something cool about seeing a real structure that could fit perfectly in a fictional world known for over-the-top threats and unstoppable heroes. It makes you wonder, did someone take inspiration from this building when designing the Hero HQ in the anime? Or is it just one of those weird coincidences where reality accidentally looks more sci-fi than fiction? The mystery that keeps New Yorkers guessing. If you've ever lived in New York or even just visited, chances are you walked right past the Long Lines building without knowing a thing about it. That's the strange part. This huge looming skyscraper stands in plain sight, but barely anyone knows what's really inside. For years, it's been one of the city's biggest mysteries, and honestly, it still is. From the outside, it looks like a concrete monolith. No windows, no people coming in and out, no signs explaining its purpose. And because of that, it sparked endless curiosity. You'd think someone, somewhere, would give a clear explanation. But no, public access is completely off limits. No tours, no cameras, nothing. It's like the building doesn't want to be seen, much less understood. And when people can't get answers, they start making up their own. That's exactly what happened here. Over the years, wild theories have swirled around this place. Some say it's an NSA data center, others think it's a government bunker, a surveillance station, or even something more sci-fi like a portal hub. It sounds ridiculous at first, but when a building is that secretive, your imagination starts filling in the blanks. Then Snowden happened. You probably remember Snowden. He's the guy who exposed a ton of secret information about the US government surveillance programs. According to those leaked documents, the Long Lines building wasn't just some old telecom hub. It might have been a full-blown NSA surveillance facility. The report claimed that the building was used to tap into phone calls and internet data, collecting information on a massive scale. Right there in the middle of Manhattan, behind those thick concrete walls, there may have been a huge government operation monitoring everything from phone conversations to online activity. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.